What if I told you there is a luxury townhome community right by a lake in the middle of DFW and most people don't even know it exists? Right next to the water in Farmers Branch, this brand new development offers upscale townhome living with quick access to everything that matters to you. Plus, you're just minutes away from I-635, George Bush Turnpike, and minutes from I-35. So if you are commuting to Frisco, Plano, downtown Dallas, Las Colinas, Irving for work, you can get there anywhere from 5 minutes to 30 minutes. And the DFW airport is just 15 minutes away. These homes have modern layouts, high-end finishes, and a location that's hard to beat. So this could be the lifestyle upgrade you've been waiting for. Let's go check it out. This model we're going to look at is a 3-story townhome. So first thing you will notice before you enter is there's a balcony facing the front, and then there's another balcony facing the back over there. That's the balcony in the 3rd story, and the one here is the balcony in the 2nd story. Depending on which lot you pick, it is possible that your balcony might have a view of the lake, and we'll take a look at the lake as well today. Wow, this is nice, guys. As soon as you enter, you have almost everything right here. You've got your living space, your dining, and your kitchen all right here. And this is beautiful. You're surrounded by windows. That's the first thing you notice as soon as you enter. Got a ton of windows over here, and you have a couple of big windows over here as well. Very nice, especially this model is set up really well. So over here, they've got the entryway set up. Of course, it's a model. Imagine this being this big blank wall, but they've set it up in like 3 pieces, kind of like a 3-column layout if you think about it. And they've got a bar stool with some photo frames, a big entryway table, and another bar stool with a bunch of photo frames. So nice way to kind of break up the space. Not something that I've seen in a lot of places. So just an interesting design that you can do for your home today or in your new home. Let's check out the living space. And today, as we walk through this model home, you'll be surprised, like looking at roughly 2,800 to 2,900 square feet, 3-story townhome, that there's just so much space. If you see this living area, they've kind of sectioned it out with this carpet, right? It's got a lot of space. This is a decent sized couch, probably a 3-seater with 2 more chairs over there. You could add a couple other chairs here. Really huge TV, and this TV area with this fireplace, right? So this is set up, it looks like an 85-inch TV with a little bit of space here for another storage solution or any kind of artwork that you want to do. So very spacious, very well done. And don't you love the colors here in this model? I really love it. This touch of green that they've got going on everywhere, right? In the kitchen island, in the chairs over here, even in the wall art over here. You'll notice this kind of all over this model. Really, really well done. It's a very cozy, great room experience, right? You've got the living, the dining, and the kitchen. So if you're entertaining friends and family, everything's happening right here, and it's really nice. Love it. And they've also done a unique design when it comes to these windows. I don't know if you can see it with all this light coming in, but hopefully you can. These windows have this nice white strip. Seems like a nice design feature, really catches your eye. Feels like custom windows that have been designed for your home. So another nice touch to this model, but that's standard. It's not an upgrade that you have to do. Another thing about shopping for homes in Texas is keeping in mind the storage space, right? Especially if you're from the East Coast, where you have an attic space and you have a basement and you've got a lot of storage space going on. We don't have that in Texas. It's not common. Forget a basement, that's not happening. And in most cases, you don't get a lot of attic space when it comes to storage. I'll call out all the storage options they've got here, and you'll see that they've done an amazing work with this townhome, incorporating all the storage options for you. That's a big challenge and a big problem to solve, and they've solved it really well. Check out this beautiful kitchen. I am in love with this, the design, the colors, everything here, all the storage options too. They've done really beautiful shaker cabinets. What's standard is 42-inch cabinets, very nice countertops, and they've given you enough storage. So on both sides of your range, you get cabinets that are designed for pots and pans. And on the kitchen island, check this out. A lot of builders give you a beautiful kitchen island, but they don't give you the storage over here. They might put a facade that looks like doors, but they don't build this for you, not at this price point. And wait to hear the price point on these. So it's a nice addition. So you've got they're incorporating storage as much as possible, and you get a standard Frigidaire professional appliance package. So you get your range, your oven, your dishwasher, and your microwave. These days, you see some builders give you additional appliances. They give you the refrigerator, washer, dryer as well. I actually like this better than builders giving you a refrigerator or washer, dryer. They give you a gift card to Nebraska Furniture Mart so that you can buy a refrigerator, washer, dryer of your choice. You know, pick whatever design you want, whatever color you want. And these days, you start to see a lot of homes, people are buying the Samsung bespoke refrigerator. Comes in all sorts of colors. You could do things like that. If you are buying a move-in ready home, they're giving you a $3,000 gift card for Nebraska Furniture Mart. But if you were to build ground up, you have the option of getting a $5,000 Nebraska Furniture Mart gift card instead of a $3,000 one. And I kind of like the mix of colors that's going on, right? Instead of this house being just all white, you know, you've got these white shaker cabinets, but you've also got these kind of olive green. Those of you who are color enthusiasts, just correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's olive. I could be colorblind, but you've also got a spill of that color on the countertop as well. So really nice, beautiful countertops. And you also get an undermount stainless sink and Delta faucets. What do you prefer? Do you prefer an undermount stainless sink? Do you prefer one of those white farmhouse style sink? My wife hates the white sinks, but I love it. I want to hear from you what you prefer. Comment below. And another addition, you've also got trash can drawers, so you don't have to put trash cans underneath your kitchen sink. So I love it. And the kitchen also comes standard with under the cabinet lights. I think it comes up to 4, and you get like level 2 wall tiles. And that's where we come in and help. We come in and help you understand these options, what may or may not be worth your money. If you have any questions about new builds, you know, what to pick when it comes to a new build, what are some features that you may want to consider at the time of construction or maybe do it after, don't hesitate to give us a call. You have all our information built. We specialize in this area and we're happy to help. Check out all this light. You see, you've got more windows here right by the dining. You know, on top of the windows we saw in the living area. There's so much light that it's hard for you to see me on the video. So love it. It is not as gloomy as it when we started, so it's starting to get sunny. So this is not a real depiction of how it will look like on a gloomy day. We'll see how it goes throughout the rest of the video. And then over here you've got a decent sized dining table, roughly a 6-seater. And then over here you've got the pantry area. So a decent sized pantry, your kitchen's right there. You've got a lot of storage in the kitchen already. Perfect things for you to store here would be things like your plates and stuff that you can just pick up and use it in your dining area. So overall, if you see, you've got about roughly a 4-seater here on the kitchen island, about 6 people here in the dining area. And you could do another about 5 to 7 people in your living areas. That's roughly about 15 people that you can entertain in this space very comfortably. Nice, spacious, but still a very cozy party that I think your family and friends will appreciate. And then before we head upstairs, over here you've got this space, but this is going to be your garage area. They don't have a garage that I can show you in these models, but they're standard 2-car garages. And over here is a powder room, and over here is the under the stair storage. So let's quickly take a look at these and then we'll head upstairs. Fairly standard storage space. So you've also got a little hanger rail, so if you want to use it as a coat closet, you can. And then over here is your powder room. Really, really nice, very well done. Feels like a bath in the hotels because they've got a lot of wallpaper work. That's definitely an upgrade. We've seen luxury vinyl plank throughout the first floor, except for the bathroom, which has got tiles. Then let's head upstairs now. So this is a 3-story floor plan. So now we're heading to the 2nd floor. Over here is a bedroom, and then you have a common area over there, a balcony, another bedroom, a bathroom, and a laundry room. Let's take a look. This is really, really nice. This is kind of a secondary living space, right? So you see a lot of light coming in. You've got 2 big windows here, and I'll also show you the balcony so that there's light coming in through the balcony door. Set up as a secondary living space. It could be a game room if that's something you want. Probably a ping pong table, maybe a small, like a bar-sized pool table maybe. We'll have to measure out the space, but so this is not a cramped space when you enter the 2nd floor like you normally see in a lot of townhomes. This has got a lot of space. If you see how wide this is over here and how wide this area is, right? So if I close this door, you don't get this kind of space normally in townhomes. It's usually This is it. It's very narrow, like a tunnel. I really appreciate all the space that's here. Very, very nice. It gives you less of a townhome feel, more of a single family home feel. And you've got your laundry room here. Not a lot of extra space in here. You've got just enough space for your washer and dryer and some cabinets. Let's go check out the bathroom. Very nice bathroom. It looks really spacious because they've kept the colors really light, right? So you've got white paint, white countertop, kind of a slightly gray color on the shaker cabinets, and a stand-up shower with just all glass, just white tile, right? So it kind of opens up that space, a lot of light, and makes it feel very roomy. And then right next to this bathroom, you've got this bedroom space, really nice. They've set it up as an office space, so you could use this as an office, as a bedroom. So this is the first bedroom/office space that we're seeing, right? The reason I call this a bedroom and not an office is because it's built as a bedroom with this closet, right? So it's got this closet space with hanger rails. So according to the floor plan, this is a bedroom, but you could repurpose this to anything that you want. In terms of space, if you want to look at it, it's kind of what it is. This is how wide it is. There's also another section over here. It's also wide over here. This hopefully gives you a sense of how big this closet is. Not a very big closet, but it is bigger tthan a standard just step-in closet. This is almost a walk-in closet. Peekaboo. So you see why this room is perfect as either an office space or a bedroom, right? Because you've got this door to the balcony. So if you set this up as a bedroom space or an office space, and if you have like a coffee corner somewhere, you wake up from bed or you're sleepy while you're working, grab a cup of coffee and step out to the balcony. If I can open it. I don't want to break it, but we'll check out the balcony through the other door that's by the secondary living or the great room. But I really, really love the space because of all this light and the special balcony. It's kind of hard to get a balcony these days with a lot of these homes. So I really, really like the part about this home. My wife and I, we are big fans of our home right now. Doesn't have one. Hopefully one of our future homes has a nice big balcony. That would be amazing. In the second living space / game room area, so we just also got this additional extended space that leads to the balcony. Hopefully I can open this door. Yeah, I got it, baby. Check this out. This is a decent space for a table with 2 chairs maybe. Like a coffee corner, a wine corner, just chill. You can even watch airplanes over here. So very, very nice. In order for you to get a sense of space, let's do this. This is kind of how wide this is. And in terms of length, you've got 1, 2, kind of like 2.5. 2 long steps and a quarter step, something like that. And one of the great things about this community, guys, you're right in the middle of all the major cities, right? This is Farmers Branch. You're roughly, in the 5 to 15 minute range from Las Colinas, from Irving. You're roughly about 15 minutes or so from Plano, 25 minutes away from Frisco. So in terms of commute to work, this is a perfect place to be. It's a very nice and windy day today, not too hot. I don't have my Apple Watch, so I don't know what the weather is. It's a very nice day here in Texas. It's 81 Fahrenheit. It's nice and breezy. That kind of tells me this is an amazing balcony to hang out. But going back to the location, it's a great location. You're looking at, not more than 25-30 minutes to drive some of these metropolitan cities. Commute is one of your primary concerns for work. And same thing with Dallas too, depending on which part of Dallas you might be commuting to, 15-20 minutes. Just keep in mind all these commute times can vary based on what time of the day you might be driving, but this is a central location. So if you are a professional, if you are someone who will be commuting to work, commuting to DFW, or if you're going to be flying quite a bit, DFW airport is also roughly 15 to 25 minutes from here. Great central spot for work, for entertainment, pretty much anything that you can think of. All right, let's go check out the other bedroom with a bigger balcony than this. We're still in the second floor. So the other end of the second floor is another bedroom, and this is your master suite, primary suite, whatever you guys want to call it. This is beautiful. And sorry, I lied. This is not the bedroom that's got the balcony. You've got one upstairs on the 3rd floor with a bigger balcony. But this has got a beautiful view of the lake. You can check out the lake. It's a fairly big bedroom for a roughly 2,800 square feet home. So if you see, they've got a king bed, 2 side tables, and you still got all of this space over here, right? So it kind of gives you a sense of how wide this bedroom is. You've got space for a dresser, and you've got space for a couch. What more can you ask for? This is very nice and very relaxing. I love it. And then right in front of your bed here, you've got your doors to your master bathroom, and this is very, very nice. Take a look at this. Got a really nice shower over here, glass doors, walk-in shower. Did I just say walk-in shower? Showers are walk-in, right? Well, I guess you could call it a step-in shower if you've got a bathtub and a shower. And this is a walk-in shower. All right. So we've got a walk-in shower, a nice place to sit. Except that I wish this sitting bench was slightly higher. But hey, we all got our preferences, right? And then you've got a little storage area for your shampoos and stuff. And thank you for that additional window. I love it. You've got a vanity here, your bathtub, and another vanity here. So very nice space, beautiful bathtub. I'm kind of digging this, kind of slim, very nice. They've built a nice ledge over here. So that's a nice touch, really like it. Beautiful countertops. And you've kind of got the similar color that we saw in the bathroom downstairs for the shaker cabinets. Very nice. And then they've got nice tall mirrors going all the way up. That's another nice touch. Take a look at this bathroom. It's pretty long. It's kind of like if I were to start here at the shower, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 long steps before I get to the closet. And you've got the toilet over there. So these days builders are getting very creative with the space, and they're somehow managing to fit a lot into townhomes. So that's very, very nice. And you've got your toilet here. Let's go check out the walk-in closet. Very nice. Quite a bit of space here. You see, you've got what? Let's start from here. 1, 2, 3. Kind of 3 long steps. What? That's how much space you've got on both sides. They've got a lot of built-ins here. Very, very nice. And all your internet cable stuff goes behind that door. Very beautiful bedroom suite or master primary suite. Very well done. And this is a very nice design color of the stairs. This contrast is giving a kind of a pop of color, right? So you've got your luxury vinyl plank, kind of the brown color, but then it transitions into almost a black. Yeah, it's almost a black color. Flooring, black and white. Got a gray handrail. Very nice. And you've got a lot of space, a lot of wall space for artwork. I hope you guys can see this. You've got this big wall for artwork here. A lot of space everywhere for family photos. You've got space over there, right by the entrance to the balcony. Over there, another wall here that they've designed it with a bench. A lot of seating options, a lot of design, a lot of walls for you to hang artwork, family photos, whatever you guys like. Another big wall over here, very nice. Kind of showcasing everything that you can do. And another big wall over here, and another one over here. A lot of space for artwork. And we're on the 3rd floor, so this floor also has 2 more bedrooms, one over here and one here. This one's got a beautiful balcony, a really long balcony, bigger than the one that we saw downstairs. And you've got a bathroom here, so let's start there. Kind of a similar size bathroom as the one we saw on the 2nd floor. It's not big, so it kind of gives you an idea. This is how wide it is and kind of how long this is, right? And this one's got a bathtub, very nice tile work here. Slightly different cabinets. You've got more natural wood feel here, a very similar countertop, and you've got the Delta faucet. Let's go check out this bedroom. Very nice, very spacious. You know, you've got a queen bed here, a couple of side tables, and still you've got quite a bit of space on the side, so it kind of gives you a feel of how big this is. So this is bigger than normal secondary bedrooms. You've also got, you know, space for a couch here. Very, very spacious for kids, for guests. And you've also got a closet here. So this is a walk-in closet, very nice. This feels definitely a lot bigger than the closet we saw in the other secondary bedroom downstairs, right? So you've got quite a bit. And over here, you've got this space, right? So standard shelves, standard hanger rails, a lot of light coming into this bedroom. 2 good sized windows, so love it. Let's go to the last bedrooms. Well, we saw 3 bedrooms on the 2nd floor and 2 bedrooms up here. So this is a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3-story townhome. I kind of wish this was the master suite, because remember in the 2nd floor, I lied to you about having a balcony. This is the bedroom that has the balcony. So I kind of wish this was a master primary suite, because check this out. This is beautiful. You know, it's got such a big balcony over here. Imagine if this was the master or primary suite, it would be amazing. I would have loved this, but hey, maybe this is an option that we could work with the builder on. You know, if this is something that you're interested in, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'll figure out all those options and customize your home buying experience to your needs. You know, you have all our information below. Give us a call or click on the link, book a direct Zoom meeting with me, and I'd be happy to help you out. You know, because of the 2 windows over there and the glass doors to the balcony, this bedroom is extremely well lit. I really, really love it. Imagine you've got automated blinds or automated curtains, and right at sunrise, they just all open up and you are looking at the lake. Every day would be beautiful. Can you imagine yourself living at a home like that, and what would that do to your day? Let me know in the comments below. And over here is a walk-in closet, and a very interesting walk-in closet. Yeah, you know, it's not too deep. This is how deep it is. Well, but if you look at how deep it is the other way, this is a long walk-in closet going all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still going. 5. That's how long it is, even though it's only this wide. So it's an interesting walk-in closet, goes all the way wall to wall, same as the bedroom. I kind of like it, you know. I would have this over small closet. I love all the space, so I appreciate it. They have set this room up for this model house as if it was a secondary living space, maybe like a media room. You could do that. You could use this as a bedroom, whatever makes sense to you. Let's go check out the balcony. Very, very nice. Love. Hopefully I can open this balcony door. Yes. This is very, very nice. Look at the lake over there. This not a huge lake, you know, it's anything close to like a Grapevine Lake or the Dallas Lake or anything like that, but it is still, you know, a decent sized lake for you to be, you know, to have a house right next to it and wake up to some of those views. Very nice. They're also building a park over there, and the community also has like a resort style pool. It's got a kids playground right by the freeway, and a lot of employment opportunities around here. Right over there, that big building brings home security system. So there are a lot of options like that. And then the lots over there, those are the open lots right now. So depending on which lot you pick, so, you know, where your balcony goes might vary, and what kind of view you have might vary as well. But check out how big this balcony is. You know, you've got really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8 long steps. That's how long this balcony is, and you've got this kind of, you know, that's how wide the balcony is. So very nice. If it were me, I would want this to be my bedroom. All right, let's sit down and chat. Welcome to my new home office. This is beautiful. A lot of windows, a balcony, and a closet for me to go and hide if my son comes looking for me, or if my dog does, or maybe even my wife does. Shh, don't tell him about it, okay? Deal? All right. So let's talk through this model, right? So this is a roughly 2,900 square feet, 3-story townhome. It's a 4-bed, 3.5 bath. So the first floor had a half bath. The second floor has 2 bedrooms. This one's got a small balcony. The other bedroom is the master primary suite. This floor also has a secondary living space. You know, you can use that as a game room. It's really a flex space. Use it how you wish. Could be an office space. And that space also has access to the balcony. And there's also another full bath in the second floor. And the third floor has 2 bedrooms and another bathroom. And one of the bedrooms is a bigger balcony. So basically 4-bed, 3.5 bath. It's a 2-car garage. A lot of room, a lot of light. Very beautiful floor plan, well designed. And you get a lot of standard features that it feels like an upgrade. This floor plan starts in the high 600s. And if you're building this ground up, you get $20K towards closing, or you can even use that $20K towards buying down your interest rate. Plus, you get a $3,000 Nebraska Furniture Mart gift card, or a $5,000 Nebraska Furniture Mart gift card. Or you can use that $2,000 in other ways, maybe as flex cash. You could use it towards, or you could choose to instead get an epoxy flooring in your garage. So there are different options that you can choose from. If you were to pick one of the inventory homes or the move-in ready homes, they're discounting prices in general around $20,000 to $30,000. And that's one of the other areas where we can help you understand how much room there is for negotiation. So on top of that negotiated price, you'll also get an additional $20K towards your closing costs and a $3,000 Nebraska Furniture Mart gift card. So what do you guys think about this home? I want to hear from you. Do you see yourself living in a home like this? How do you rate this in a scale of 1 to 10? You know, feel free to comment below. And if you have any questions about this home, about in general, new construction, or buying or selling a home, don't hesitate to reach out. As you have all our information below. You can also click the link below to schedule a Zoom call directly with me. We'd be happy to answer your questions, or even put together a personalized home buying experience for you. So let's talk about why a townhome versus a single family home. Number one, if you're a busy professional and you want to be in a place like this in Farmers Branch that is central to a lot of these cities where you have all the job opportunities and you want to have an easier commute, there may not be a lot of single family home options. And even if they are, they might be extremely expensive. So it's a very cost-effective way to get into a city with shorter commute times, and you have all your shopping and entertainment needs just right around you instead of having to drive more than 30 minutes. Number two, if you're a first-time home buyer, or in general, you are someone who does not want to deal with the complexities of home ownership, maintaining a front yard or a backyard, a townhome might be a better option for you because townhomes in general don't have a front or backyard, or in cases where they have a front yard, it's usually maintained by the HOA. Also, number three, cost of insurance compared to a single family home is significantly cheaper with townhomes, because as a homeowner, your responsibility is get an insurance that covers the inside of your home. And the HOA in general is responsible to have an insurance that covers the exterior of the home, the structure of the home, and the roof of the home. And usually those are the most expensive components when it comes to a homeowner's insurance, because replacing a roof or replacing the entire structure of the home is of course more expensive than the inside walls or anything else inside your home. If any of those apply to you, that might be a reason why you might want to consider townhomes as an alternate option to single family.